Hi guys, Paul from Visu Technologies here. I have a rather unusual vehicle to show you today. It is a left-hand drive crew cab that meets US import regulations. I've been doing this probably about 10 years or so now. I think this is probably only the second crew cab we've ever seen. They're quite a rare old beast, and this one's in quite nice condition. So I'll just spin the camera now and I'll give you a quick show round. So here she is. This is on a 1993 plate. Original engine and original chassis. As you can see, it's sporting quite a lot of modifications. In fact, it's not a million miles away really from a sort of full Spectre look. Could do some slightly bigger wheels and tyres on maybe to complete that look, but in general this is one hell of a big chunky looking vehicle. As you'll see, crew cab, quite unusual. Got a roll cab on the rear here, heavy duty roof rack on. A little look over into the back here. As you'll see, general condition looks quite nice and clean. Chunky roll cage. It's very rare that we see these. I mean, I've seen them come up occasionally, but really I think we've only had one before, and not very common at all. Let me give you a little bit more show around, show you some of the detail. This gold paint, again quite unusual. The vehicle has been sold officially for restoration, although it is in quite nice condition. As you'll see, obviously these seats seen better days. Sporting 170,000, and that's kilometres, so quite a lot less obviously in miles. I'll start her up for you so you can see how she starts. I've just taken it for a drive. I can actually say she starts and drives very nicely. There you go. Starts on the key. Idles very nicely. Let me show you some of the trouble areas on these vehicles. First of all, whilst we're here, we'll have a quick look at this bulkhead down here. As you'll see, not a lot of corrosion at all. Bottom of the doors. This front door is particularly good, and I have to say the other one is as well. Front doors are fine. Trying to show you warts and all. Rear doors are not quite so pretty. This rear door's had a repair on it in the past. You can see it's got a new repair panel here. I think in reality you can see where the panel's been cut in here. I would, if I was going to love this vehicle, I think in reality I would put a set of rear doors on it. I think it could do with that. Front doors are good and I think would be absolutely fine. Might want to repaint them, but they're nice and solid. Bulkhead as well. Looks quite good. No sign of a previous repair on these bulkheads, and sometimes you see these vents can be all glued up. That's not the case with this. Looks all right. Down to the bottom of the A-pillar here. No real corrosion as such, so I think this is nice and solid. I'll give you a little look under the bonnet too if I can. Bulkhead at the back there, again they can go, and that all looks very nice. No oil leaks, now that must be the first. Engine seems to run and drive very nicely, doesn't seem to have any mechanical problems. No oil leaks, no smoke. Under the bonnet and bulkhead look quite good. Let's take you around to the other side. Let's have a little look at these chassis. We have actually had this up on the ramp, and I can tell you the chassis looks good. Not only that, it's been undersealed. This vehicle's been out in the Middle East for most of its life, and quite often when they come in they have not been undersealed. They're not necessarily rusty, but this one's been undersealed. It's nice to see that it's not new undersealed. It's clearly been on there quite a long time. And those outriggers look good too. Round across the back. It's had a repair panel put on this rear part. I think we would probably suggest a new crosser member goes on there. They're not at all expensive to do, but I think that's something that I would probably most definitely recommend. And if you look down on the chassis here again, I mean, you can see how clean this vehicle is. Whilst it's a little tired, it's done a few miles and would probably benefit from a bit of restoration. Structurally this vehicle is very, very sound. You can see nice and clearly chassis number is available there to be seen. Chassis looks good. Again, down on this other outrigger, no corrosion, looks good. It's up for sale, can be shipped as it is. or we can do any elements of restoration or upgrades you're looking for. It's a pretty looking vehicle and potentially has a lot of potential, I think. If you're interested, let us know. Address is always the same, info@vizu.com, or give us a call. My name is Paul. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.